And we're recording. Oh, I have something.
Ooh.
Oh my god, I have something to talk about.
See, I told you. Just hit record and you'll get it.
So, I was recently looking at my school's pet policy.
Okay.
And they allow... I was really surprised when I read this, to be honest. I did not think that this would fly, but apparently they allow for small fish, birds, and most importantly, reptiles.
That's way more lenient than most colleges, let alone most apartment buildings.
I know. So I want to get a fucking gecko.
You're gonna get a gecko.
You know how much a leopard gecko costs?
After this intense conversation we had about the Geico gecko, not mere episodes ago.
Why wouldn't I want one of those befriended by me?
Hmm. I guess that would make sense.
But for real, you know how much a leopard gecko costs?
How much?
$20.
$20.
$20.
$20.
Uh-huh.
That's like a movie ticket or so.
I know. And it's low maintenance, and most geckos, like, a problem with most geckos is if, like, they
I like
escape,
my geckos how I...
is if they escape, they, like, A, are fast, and B, can climb on walls and shit. Leopard geckos can't do either of those things. They're not fast, and they don't climb on walls. They're low maintenance, and they're not that much money. You don't have to feed them crickets. In fact, I would definitely not feed them crickets because...
Okay. So what would you feed them? What are they going to eat?
Mealworms.
Okay, that makes sense.
I've actually done research, and if, like, the other 4 guys I'm supposed to be living with are also supporting, we split the cost. It's, like, nothing. Because, like, obviously you need more than just the $20. You need, like, the living space. You need, like, you need to be
the
checking...
little habitat and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, that too. You need, like, the lighting, the proper lighting. You need to be able to check, like, the air.
Yeah, it's low maintenance, but they have to, like, eat, live, be warm. I don't know. This might be a little bit much for me.
What the fuck's wrong with them? Why can't they just live in a box?
Why can't they just be happy that I bought them and I own them now?
Yeah, the fuck. Yeah, but I always want to own a gecko. It'd be sick. Can you imagine?
I mean, did we talk about what? Did you bring up geckos in our animal thing like that long time ago?
I think I did have gecko in there. Yeah.
I think I just looped all the reptiles together.
You probably fucking did. That was pretty shameful of you. But
oh man, that's good.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd ever get a gecko. I feel like it's so low maintenance that I wouldn't even care to have it. That's just like.
But it's like you can handle it. Like you can take it out and like have it around, like put it on.
Yeah, but I can't like take it on a walk. I can't.
The fuck you can't.
Gecko on a leash.
You don't put it on a leash, but you can like hold it.
It's gonna run away, bro.
You can have catch with it. Toss your gecko from person to person.
Here, fetch. Chuck a baseball
toss me the gecko.
Oh, you're not tossing it like at the gecko. You were tossing the gecko.
The gecko, yeah.
Like to your other gecko.
You're not having catch with it. You're having catch with it.
Ah.
You just have to be gentle. It's like an egg toss, but a gecko toss.
It's like an egg toss, but it's a live being.
Yeah, Gecko lives matter. Okay, this is Who Asked. Most inconsequential show on the internet.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Aaron. What do we do here, Alex?
I don't know, Aaron. What do we do?
Alright, we give our opinions on shit. We talk about psychology and we talk about stupid stuff.
So gung-ho to talk about the Who Asked most inconsequential show on the internet. Leaving me nothing.
Who knew
I don't even want to do the rest of it.
Who knew one man could be so salty? Who knew? Anyway, the first thing we're going to do this episode...
We got a special one.
Yeah, it's going to be... We're both going to list 3 historical figures that we think we could take in a fight.
I'm thinking this as just straight, like, throwing hands, just whatever. Like, not anything... Basically not anything crazy.
It's just one-on-one.
One-on-one, yeah.
Hand-to-hand combat.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Do you want to go first?
Yeah, Helen Keller.
Oh, no. Oh, it's going to be like this. All right, let me change
No. That was a joke. Obviously.
No Stevie Wonder, no Anne Frank. No.
I mean, she's dead. I could easily take her. No.
I was going to make that joke. I can't believe I let you go first. This is such bullshit. My content is ruined.
Anyway, no. My actual first one was, was it? Mahatma Gandhi. And not for, like, take out the stupid, like, oh, he's all about peace. He's a pacifist. Like,
take out his entire life philosophy?
No, well, like,
spirituality?
Point being, like, we have somehow got into a scenario where we both want to fight each other. Like, that's the point, right? Okay. He's 5'4". He's short. He's frail as fuck.
Right? From fasting. Spiritual...
I don't give a fuck how he got there. He's frail. He has no chance, dude. Mm-hmm. He's not going to be quick.
How do you know?
Certainly doesn't know how to fight.
I mean, doesn't I don't want to presume anything about him, but doesn't he live like with monks and like, probably, I'm not trying to say the word martial arts, but like they have like probably like self-defense stuff that they know about, just being like
he doesn't
monastic traditions.
I don't know how he lives.
So you looked up how tall he is, but you didn't look up anything else about him.
I mean, I didn't look up how
you knew that one off the noggin.
Yeah, I know his height off the the cuff. But
you wake up in a cold sweat each night. He's like, oh my god, he grew a quarter of an inch. It might go down, but we have to write this down.
My senses are tingling. What's funny is I googled Mahatma Gandhi and it labeled him as an Indian lawyer, which I guess he technically is a lawyer, but like,
yeah.
It's not his most well-known thing.
Thomas Jefferson, Vice President. Yeah. I want to argue with you.
Short, frail, probably doesn't know how to fight.
But I want to argue with you, but I just can't.
You just can't. I'm too stupid.
No. My only justification in this is, do you know that he doesn't know how to fight? Or you're just assuming because he's like a pacifist?
Well, most people like you fight in this context like you don't know.
Most people aren't Mahatma Gandhi.
I mean, that's true. Most people aren't.
Most people aren't like living and training in monasteries and things. I say training, but like in those kinds of circles.
Does he live in a monastery?
I don't want to presume, but don't.
God damn it, we're looking up.
Don't look it up. Oh my!
We're looking it up.
I feel like he has more exposure to. I feel like he would know more about self-defense than you. How's that sound?
I mean, I know not much about self-defense.
Yeah. So the bar's already pretty low.
I don't think he does, dude.
Or you're looking up Gandhi martial arts.
I looked up, does he know self-defense? He lives with his family in India.
Hey, maybe his family are huge martial artist experts, black belts, crazy guys.
No.
All right, I've been playing devil's advocate. I guess hypothetically you can beat Mahatma Gandhi in a fight.
Me versus Gandhi 1-on-1. I'm taking him the fuck down. One shot to the jaw.
Oh, you're not even like, it's not even gonna be like a sweep and a grapple. It's just gonna be a straight.
Not only is he 5'4", but he has no muscle mass.
You're right. I can't argue with that.
He has no body fat to help him. Like, he has nothing. Just skin and bones.
But he's got ideals.
He's probably like less than 100 pounds.
Probably is less than 100 pounds.
That is not healthy.
It's working. He's done a lot of good things.
Not for fighting. It's not working for fighting. I can tell you
as far as you know. As far as Gandhi's a huge guy in the underground of fighting rings. He puts himself out like that to make him seem like he's frail, so that the feds aren't on him.
Dude's a fucking spider. He just
clings to the walls.
Oh, not a literal spider. I was just talking. I mean, I was just saying like he's really fucking crafty.
You heard it here first, folks. Gandhi is Spider-Man.
Gandhi is he's the missionary of the spider people.
Mm. Oh, I didn't know the spider people preach pacifism and peace.
Well, they're trying to preach peace, so that people aren't prepared for the inevitable invasion of the spider people.
That makes sense. Keep them docile, keep them weak.
Yeah.
So when the invasion comes around,
fatten them up, perhaps.
Too opposite. He's preaching, like, not preaching, but like his thing is like fasting and not eating.
He fasts. I don't know if he tells other people to do that.
Other people are inspired by him, I would assume.
Yeah, Gandhi. He's probably pretty inspiring. What's your first one?
Yeah, I'm done with this. You can beat Gandhi, but I'm salty about it because we're making assumptions that I feel like we shouldn't be making.
That's the point of this podcast.
I've been put in my place. I feel small now that you say that.
Yeah. All right, give us your first one.
Homer. So I was limited to one classical person.
Yeah, I was. He wanted to do 2. I wouldn't let him have it.
I chose Homer.
Why?
Now, Homer is just to make sure that everyone remembers is the understood author of the Odyssey and the Iliad, which are like very old classics.
Understood. Like, we don't have any confirmation that he wrote it.
We're 100% positive. We're basically 100% positive that Homer was not a real person. That we just for simplicity's sake, because there wasn't a book called the Odyssey made by one person. It was just oral tradition and stories that were told and passed down generation to generation that later on everyone kind of compiled together. Like, you guys know we're all talking about the same person, right? And just kind of compiled it into a story that kind of made sense eventually. And generations of people did that. It wasn't just one person.
Right.
So with that in mind, one, even if Homer did exist, he's dead. Let's get that out of the way.
Homer wasn't real. There was no baseball.
Second, Homer was... we're pretty sure he wasn't real. Every list of like top historical figures, most influential writers or anything like that includes Homer. Homer was not a real person. So
is that your justification for being able to beat him in a fight?
Also, just any classical writer of any kind, I could probably beat in a fight because they're all just like wimp nerds that had to learn how to read instead of like going out into the wars to start fighting.
Right.
So even if he was real, I feel like I could beat him up.
I feel like you could just like stomp on his foot, and what are you gonna do? Write about it, huh? Little bitch. You're gonna go write a poem about how much your little toe hurts?
Screaming back at me in Greek. Jokes on you, I can't even understand you, stupid.
That's the best part. You're mocking him, and he doesn't know what you're saying at all.
Wah, I'm Homer. I can't even speak English. Wah.
Dumb bitch.
Second, I'd obviously have a gun on me.
I always have the strap.
I'm always packing heat.
And you have a gun.
Especially when I'm going to fight Homer. If I know that, easy. Or even if I think I might run into him.
No, it's not like you're not prepared for the fight.
I'm always ready.
Understood.
Yeah. Homer, no chance. I'll put him in the ground. No. One, arguable that he even exists. How are you gonna beat me in a fight when you don't even exist?
I'll put your non-existent ass in a ditch.
Don't try me. I'll kill you.
That's some mind games when you're like someone who you know is real, just being like, you're not even fucking, you don't exist.
You gaslight them into thinking that this is a false reality.
The ultimate gaslighting. No, the ultimate gaslighting is if someone's like, you gaslighting me, you say, what the fuck is gaslighting? You just made that up because you're fucking crazy.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so final word. I'd beat Homer in a fight. One, because all classical writers are just wimpy nerds. Two, we're pretty sure he doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Three, even if he did exist, I would just gaslight him into thinking that he doesn't exist, and then I'd kill him.
Easy.
Put him in a ditch. Done.
Yeah. Wow, that was pretty compelling by us.
Thank you. Yeah, I thought we were going to be doing a like a devil's advocate, like oh, but what about this kind of thing? But we really played off each other there. I'm glad. Let's get to this.
Tag team.
Yeah, I'm still gonna criticize yours, but let's see.
My number 2, which I haven't put that much thought into.
Okay.
William Howard Taft.
Let's get a little bit more into this.
He's fat.
Let's stop right there. Yeah, I feel like that's other than I'm trying to remember the actual. It was during mid 1900s.
I think mid 1900s.
It was during Russia times.
Sure,
I believe.
Yeah,
like Cold War stuff, right?
Yeah. Or yeah.
Anything else? Anything else? I remember there's two aspects about him. There was I'm pretty sure that he was involved with like Cold War stuff, or like he was administering during then, or also he was just fat. I remember that.
They need to like get like a new fucking bathtub in the White House for him, didn't they, or something like that? Because he didn't fit.
I could be convinced.
I think they did. I'm not making that shit up.
I remember that some president had that happen.
Yeah, it was Taft.
This makes sense.
He was the fattest president. He's fat.
Right.
He can't fight.
Whoa. Okay, hold on.
He can't see his own. He probably can't. He probably couldn't see his own penis.
Ergo,
he's not manly enough to fight.
I gaslight him into thinking he doesn't even have a penis.
When's the last time you saw it, idiot?
What do you mean? I know I'm a guy. No. You can't say this. I know I have a penis.
Prove it to yourself. You can't. Take a dick pic? You can't.
Full psychological warfare on President Taft.
I won't fight you. Wait. I won't fight you unless you take a dick pic.
And then he has to do it. Right?
But he won't do it because he's a president. He can't take a dick pic.
Of course.
There's way too much risk
He
there.
can't take a dick pic. He doesn't even have a phone.
He'll be confused by the concept of needing a phone to take a picture.
Yeah, actually.
And he's
phone was probably invented by then. Yeah.
And he's just so confused.
All
and
right.
then you just knock him in the jaw. You know, bigger they are, hard they fall.
Of course. All right, but in all reality, though, just because someone is bigger or heavier doesn't mean that they can't fight.
Well, that was my line of logic, so...
That's it. That's all you had. What about, like, sumo wrestlers?
Listen, not only is he fat, but he is a politician.
All right, A to B. He's fat. He's a politician. Where's the connection to C that you're going to beat him in the fight?
Like, if he's fat...
Probably has a protection detail.
In order to convince me... This is mono.
His presidential protection detail is just like, oh, hold on, this is a 1v1. Let's back up, guys.
You think Gandhi's just chilling by himself?
Yes, he lives with his family.
So he definitely anyway. Just me versus Taft. Like, in order to convince me that Taft, yes, he's fat, but he's also able to fight, he would have to do something that requires some sort of physical ability, whereas being a politician does not.
If that dude can get his arms around you, you're done.
But he won't. He can't get his arms past his own belly button.
But his belly button's pretty big, so that means his arms are, like... I feel like there's a lot more to hear that you're not...
I could sweep under his legs. Like, it's just...
I'm not arguing that you can't. I'm just saying that it's not as easy as you think it might.
I'm not saying it's easy. I just think I could take him. Like, he's just not going to be able to, like, be physically imposing.
Yeah, this isn't like Homer or Gandhi where, like, we're going to put them in the ground. It's...
No, this one's going to
like, you're going to work for it.
I'm gonna work for it, but I still don't think I'll be affected that much. Like, I'll have to dodge some. I feel like I'll have to dodge some like lazy punches or something like that. I feel like sweep his feet. He's gonna fall down.
Yeah,
he's gonna have trouble getting back up.
Politicians and their inability to get back up, you know.
Yeah, and I'll just fucking beat the shit out of him. Just one bonk, one big old bonk.
All right,
I'll rip off his dick and show it to him. Prove to him that he does have a penis.
No, you're ruining the psychological warfare.
That way, at least he could die satisfied. That he knew he had one for sure.
Oh man, I really hope this episode is called Gaslighting. All right.
What's your second one?
Second one. Christopher Columbus.
Okay. Big old CC.
Yeah. Just right off the bat, atrocious individual. Numerous inhumane atrocities of mass genocide of Native Americans and all. Yeah. So like, just generally. He's a shithead and he's got to go down anyway.
That would make you want to fight him. Right?
Yeah, so like, but that'll even give me the energy to be like, this dude, this isn't just like Homer looked at me the wrong way. This isn't like Homer looked at me the wrong way. This is a bad dude and I have to put him down.
Right.
And so that'll give me the energy to like actually get into a fight.
Right, but what about him? What about his physicality?
He's a sailor. He doesn't fight. He sends his armies to go do all the very unfair, inhumane killings and beheadings and genocides and everything. He's not doing that himself.
How do you know for sure?
Accounts, historical documents. I remember learning it in like A-Push and things like that.
You learned that Christopher Columbus was a bitch.
Yes, that was like day one. There's something you gotta know about the United States. Christopher Columbus. That's a no-go.
First day of kindergarten gets in your face. Christopher Columbus was a bitch. Don't you forget it.
And you could beat him in a fight, kids.
All right, go home. Go homework. Write the alphabet 3 times. Don't forget, Christopher Columbus was a bitch. Yeah, all the class says it in unison.
They have like a little like sing-songy rhyme for it, like a nursery rhyme.
Christopher Columbus was a bitch. We gotta put his shit in ditch.
Yes, but a little more sing-songy.
If you're a kindergarten teacher, keep that in mind. Anyway,
yes. My biggest thing is I have the energy to take him down because I want to, and the other thing is he's got like the armies and stuff or whatever, but he doesn't have an army in a 1v1. He's just like
he doesn't have an army. The fuck?
He came across the ocean with the armies and stuff.
Not an army, a
boat with a lot of people, with a lot of people with weapons. But he He's just a sailor.
Right,
He's
just
just
him.
This is just a dude.
Plus, he probably has some sort of disease.
Ooh, we're on the land. Ooh.
Right, because he got to North America, so he's definitely riddled with diseases.
Not only is he riddled with disease, but he actually gave because he gave the Native Americans those diseases too, which is just even more fuel to the fire of just like, I gotta kill you and I'm gonna do it from a distance. So obviously I have a gun, and what does he have?
Of course,
a gun.
A gun.
Even if he has a gun, he's not gonna know how to use it.
It's gonna be an old ass gun too.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like a fucking musket.
Right. Even if I have a musket, I'll kill him. Period.
Because the only reason you'd have a musket is because you already knew how to use it. And you're definitely more nimble than he is with your hands.
Exactly.
Ladies.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. I think I could put Christopher Columbus down.
Should we stop at 2? Considering we're 20 minutes in.
No, let's just push through this. I think this is gonna be good. Just go for it.
Okay.
We'll make it quick.
My number 3 is Van Gogh. Vincent Van Gogh.
Yeah. What, is he not gonna hear you coming or something? You gonna go on one side of him?
First of all, one ear, balance has got to be off.
You're not right.
Well, I know it's inside the ear. I'm just one ear, balance is off.
No, but continue. You're categorically wrong, but go anyway.
Even that notwithstanding, which it clearly doesn't.
It is.
Dude's fucking psychotic.
Yes, he cut off that ear. That's the thing he did.
Yeah, he's absolutely psychotic.
Yeah.
Has delusions. Just really not stable.
This is gonna mesh really well with my third person.
Also, according to Wikipedia, he neglected his physical health, did not eat properly, and drank heavily. Ooh. This dude is not in the physical state to fight. Yeah. And he's a fucking psycho.
Yeah.
Who knows if he even has his wherewithals to fight.
That's true. Do you think he'd be like a wild card, though? You have like no idea what he's going to do. He's just going to like swing wildly? Card.
I was thinking when I was thinking through the logic, I was like, okay, he's crazy, so like he might just like pull out a knife and start. But the one time he actually did pull out a knife, what did he do? He cut his own ear off.
Yeah, that's
so he's more likely to harm himself than me.
Based on the previous data.
Yes. So I feel pretty safe with fighting this dude. If anything, he'll beat himself before I beat him.
To wrap this up really nicely, I'm gonna put in my third person in an extremely similar vein. Kanye West. Music is just okay.
Did you know he has a degree in music?
Of course he does. What a psycho.
He's a fucking genius. You know what? I think I forget the name of the song, but you know the Scooty Poop song. Yeah. I think that song, in a way, is like a genius like commentary on himself.
I can be persuaded, but I will not say yes at face value.
The reason I say it is because my dad's always like, this is the dumbest, stupid shit ever. And I'm like, no, it's genius. Wanna know why? Because he's saying, look, I can release this dumb horse shit, and people are still going to
talk about it years out, yeah.
Not only going to talk about it, but I'm going to make a fuck ton of money off of it, because people are going to buy it.
Yeah.
So who's the idiot? You are. I'm not, because I just made money off just saying Scooby Poop.
He's good at making money. He might be musically intelligent, but is he physically intelligent?
I have no idea.
Does he? No. Do you see how he walks around? That man shambles.
That's true.
That man looks like he's got a loaded diaper when he walks around. I feel like I could breathe in his direction and he'd fall over. Don't dare step to Kanye West. This is a public call.
Kanye was trying to study while having to shit himself, and he failed, and that's why he always walks like that.
Callbacks.
He has always shat himself.
Callbacks. He conditioned himself to whenever he makes music, he always has to be like on the verge of pooping, so that he makes the best music.
Yeah.
And then he goes poop.
Yeah.
And so that when come like concert time, he's on the verge of pooping. Genius level music stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kanye walks around like he's about to take a big doo-doo.
Like his music that much?
It's just I can appreciate that other people like his, just like with everything else. I appreciate that other people can like his music, and that's perfectly fine. Everyone can like their own thing. Just personally not for me. Kanye cultist.
Man, I cannot believe that. Anyway, okay, I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
I don't have the energy to not give it to you. How tall is he?
I don't know. I don't look up celebrities' heights. 5'7". No.
It sounded like you said celery's heights.
Yeah, that's what I said. Let's see. Kanye. Height. 5'8". My height.
I'll give it to you. Because you work out. Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on to a psych topic, which I picked because it's just funny and ridiculous. And then upon doing research, learned that it's also an interesting commentary on psych research itself as a construct.
Accidentally good. That's the brand.
Yeah. So this is about Professor. Well, at first it's about Professor Daryl Bem, who works. I don't know. I think works still at Cornell, and he published this to the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, a well-respected journal. And if you're thinking, who cares? I didn't know that either. I had to have the website tell me. And it was published by the APA, American Psychological Association, which is like the big dog shit. And his like preposition is the concept of precognition. What is precognition, you might ask?
Is it? Wait. This is the first time I'm hearing about this, by the way. Precognition is like being able to predict the future, right?
It's the ability to feel the future.
Feel the future. Okay.
This dude did 9 different experiments.
Okay, put me in a mind space.
Okay, you want me to run through one thing that he did? One concept?
Yeah.
So the biggest one was the last one. The 9th. And basically the concept he was building off of is that people, like, originally it's established that people can remember words better if they rehearse the words beforehand, right?
Of course, yeah.
It's like you say a word a bunch of times, you'll remember that word better than other words.
Yeah.
Now this fucking dude is saying that, but in reverse. Test on the words and then rehearse them. And and you'll get better the ones that you rehearsed afterwards.
Okay.
Are you comprehending how fucking stupid this is?
I don't think I'm entirely comprehending it.
He dubbed this the retroactive facilitation of recall. Sounds scientific.
Okay, yeah, no, I get that.
So he's saying basically you test words and you do better on the words that after you do the test, you say those words.
Am I taking like a second test?
No.
I understand now.
No, you're not.
I perfectly understand that. So you have to memorize like a bunch of different words.
No, you're not memorizing anything. You just take the test, and he's saying the ones you study for after you already took it are the ones you did better on.
Was it right? Was he right?
Well, I mean, they fucking published it. The APA published it. The American Psychological Association published this shit in a competitive journal that rejects a lot of studies.
Right. So what this guy is saying is that if I have a test to take tomorrow, what I should do is not study
at all.
Take the test
and then study after.
Oh my god, that's like reverse procrastination. That's like I'm so ready to study that I looked up a psych experiment that told me to do this crazy method of studying where I don't fucking study.
And they fucking published it. But this is where it gets interesting.
Okay.
That's
not where it was interesting?
That's the funny part.
Where you don't study?
That's the funny part. This is the legitimately interesting part.
Okay.
So, he even encouraged a bunch of people to replicate it. And obviously they were like, fucking okay, we'll show you. So they do it. None of them get the same results.
Right. Understandable.
So they briefly talk about the reason why. And it's because, like, there are, like, a bunch of little things you can do in psych research that, like, slightly boost your chances of getting, like, good positive results, like peeking at your data before you're done recording, or like slightly
things
changing
you shouldn't
your
be
hypothesis.
doing. Things you shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, things you shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
And basically they're saying, like, he did like every single one of those things.
Because he probably took the data first and then looked at it after, like precognition.
I don't know what he did, but like maybe. But basically, like, they're saying he did all of those little things, which gave him 9 incorrect results. But so the people did the replications.
Okay.
And they got that it was that was like stupid wrong. And they were like, okay, we tried to do it again. We didn't get the same results. So let's publish it. So they contacted the same journal with these replications. Wouldn't even send it out for peer review. They rejected it outright. They did it with another one.
Yeah.
Also rejected it.
Right.
Because they because it was proving something that had already been published, like disproving that. Basically, that was the reasoning. That was like negative.
That's exactly what the peer review is for. That's
no, not well. Yeah, but like, yeah, that's the point. Like, It was being rejected just on the basis that it contradicted a previously published study.
But that's the whole point of having multiple studies, so that you can like get.
I know. And then they finally got to one place where they did send it out for peer review. One of the people reviewing it approved it. The other one had reservations about it, so they rejected it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they were like, which peer had the reservations? It was motherfucking Bem himself. And so then the people that did the replications were like, wait, that's a clear conflict of interest. Like that, we have to surely have someone else. So they went to like the company that sent it out for peer review and were like, hey, can we get like a third person? Like, this is a conflict of interest. Can we get a third person? Right. And they were like, nah. They're like, no.
The psych research community is a circus. There is nothing good about it. I hate it so much.
They finally got published somewhere.
Is that where the story ends?
PLOS One. Yeah.
Oh my god.
They got it. They got published in this thing. PLOS One. I don't even know what it is.
Okay.
But Jesus fucking Christ.
What? Oh my god! What a circus! What an absolute disaster! That's so stupid.
Think about the integrity of this dude too. Like he made this.
He has to know what's wrong.
Oh yeah. He made this bullshit study.
Yeah.
Encouraged people to replicate it. When they did and proved that it was negative, he found it was like, nah, can't publish it. And then they went to the publishing like company and they're like, this is a conflict of interest. Can we get their one? They're like, no. Oh my god.
Okay, so clearly the publishing company and the research journal and the dude that ran the study, what was his name?
Daryl Bem.
Bem?
Bem.
B-E-M.
Uh-huh.
This should have been the first red flag. Actually, this should have been the last red flag.
When your last name is one letter away from bum, don't come at me, dog.
When your last name is one letter away from Ben,
when your last name is one letter away from a first name, absolutely not.
No, from Ben.
Specifically Ben.
Clearly the research journal and this dude have precognitive abilities. They have the ability to see into the future, and they're just trying to shield it. They're trying to look like they're crazy in order to like hide their superpowers from everybody else. Obviously.
Huh. That's quite the theory. Speaking of that, I have tinfoil hats.
Oh man,
isn't that fucking nutty?
Circus. So dumb. I hate this. I love psychology, and I hate that we're going into. I hate that this is like the shit that we have to deal with when we actually get into it. Because this isn't an anomaly. This is like this kind of thing happens more than 0 times, which is stupid.
No, actually, yeah, you're right. And specifically, this article even mentions another time where like a Yale professor like had a study and then someone else replicated it and didn't get the same results. And then he just fucking wrote a blog just going off on them for being shitty scientists. For no reason other than their study didn't agree with his. Psychology shit posting. We've done it. Yes.
I mean, if we think about it, isn't our podcast psychology shit posting?
Kind of. Wasn't I right? That was story started out funny and then just got interesting.
Yeah. I hate that.
So good. So great content. Top tier content.
Great content. I hate it. That's the epitome of just like here's a study. It's like, thanks, I hate it.
Yeah, thanks, I hate it. Absolutely.
Oh man. All right, you wanna?
What's the last? What? Oh yeah. Okay.
It's your would you rather. I don't remember what it is.
I forgot what it was too.
You have to remember.
No. I know what we're doing. I just forgot for that second.
Okay.
So basically, this is almost like a would you press the button sort of thing. So you get, if you press the button, you get $100,000.
Oh no, not more money. Do I have to put a finger on my butt again?
I mean, I'm not stopping you.
I said, do I have to?
You were pretty anxious to bring that up. I don't know.
Okay.
The worst part is my dad brings that up with me sometimes. I'm like,
that's so odd.
I'm like, just don't. Just don't talk about that. Like, don't talk about any of my content, especially that one. Just, but anyway, you would get $100,000,
mm-hmm.
but for every dollar of that you spend,
mm-hmm.
you hiccup.
Like,
not like if you buy something for $10, you hiccup 10 times at once, but it's like pretty successive.
Okay. Okay, I understand. How violent are these hiccups? Because you and I both have a friend she's got some pretty bad hiccups.
You know what? Let's
shout out to Allie.
Yeah, shout out Allie. We love you, but yeah, let's up the ante. Let's go with those level of hiccups.
Yikes! Sorry, Allie. That'd be hard because that's a lot of hiccups. That's like a hiccup is your diaphragm, like the muscle underneath your lungs, like freaking out, like spasming.
Yeah,
imagine that happening over and over and over. Like, do I have a guarantee that like my body is going to be safe with all those hiccups?
I mean, your diaphragm's gonna be swole as fuck.
I can breathe real good.
Oh my god, my breathing? No, your body will be fine.
Body's fine, like guaranteed.
Yeah.
Okay. That I feel like I can suffer through that. I feel like I want to tell myself I could suffer through that because that's crazy. Also, what does spending entail?
Wait, okay. I think it was. Should we up it to $1 million? Let's say it's $1 million, but spend like buying something with it.
Okay. So what if I'm investing this money? What if I have $100,000 and I invest the money? Let's say I have $1 million. Okay. I invest $1 million and get crazy numbers and stuff. I got 100% rate of returns. I got $2 million now. Can I just like offshore that first poisoned hiccup million, and then I just have $1 million now?
Theoretically, yeah.
Interesting. Well, then I do that.
But it's not as easy as you.
No. It's pretty simple.
My bad.
It's all about penny stocks, right?
Well, if we're talking about, let's just end the podcast and go fucking do that.
We need $1 million.
So, all right. So it all starts with you tell other people to go find other people to go commit and give you money, and then they give you money. Yeah, that sounds good. And then those other people find more people. Yeah. This is foolproof.
This is not a Ponzi scheme. It's foolproof. Not a pyramid scheme.
I've never even heard of that. This is just a business.
Pyramid? How many sides does that have? What?
Yeah, that fucking...
But if you find 10 people and talk to them about how many sides a pyramid has, and they find 10 more people...
We're going places. Yeah, it's just like to me, it's just like a more incentive to just invest the money.
That's true, but that's not fun.
Right, but
because we're skirting around the hiccuping.
It's because the problem is like, what do you do? What do you do? Like
you spend the money and you hiccup.
Think about how many. Think about if you buy like a new car, like a $75,000. Think about how many hiccups that is. You're hiccuping literally
it's like 12, 13 hiccups.
Yeah, leave. You should leave.
I'm walking out the door.
You spend even like 50,000, you're probably hiccuping for the rest of your life.
Well, you're getting pretty serious about this. Is that a $75,000 car outside, Aaron?
Shut the fuck up.
This sounds...
That's none of your business.
Very urgent. Please respond quickly.
This is none of your fucking...
This is your submission. Wait a minute.
Actually, it's not my submission. It was suggested to me by Billy, the same person who brought up the USPS merch store. Shout out again to Billy.
Wow, a lot of shout outs this episode.
Yeah, but it's just like tough. Like you're basically, it's either you don't spend the money at all, or you commit to hiccuping for the rest of your life,
or like you can spend in like really small increments. Like you use that money for like pocket change. And the rest of your life, you just do like anytime you want, like, you know what, I will get bacon on that burger, or it's just like, you know what, it's an avocado day. You know what, every day is an avocado day.
How do you tap into that specifically? How do you tap in? Like, how do you
probably like two debit cards? I don't know why that would be a big deal. We're talking about like magic hiccups and millions of dollars. I feel like 2 debit cards is not like a crazy idea.
I don't follow.
So if you have a debit card. And then you get another debit card from the bank, and you give that debit card to another person, and they go to the bank.
All right. This is too many layers. Too many. I think I would do it, and just like, I think I would invest.
Okay.
Which is the boring answer.
That's not fun.
What do you do? What the fuck?
I'd say I'd hit the button. I'd take the money. But I wouldn't do anything crazy with it. I try to live my life how I can. And anywhere, just like, gotta make ends meet, or just like little stuff during the day. Anytime where it's not like I'm buying a $75,000 car. If I'm just like, dinner, small things, I can either do my actual money, or I'll be like, all right, let's hit the hiccup money. Swipe that. A few hiccups. How bad can that be?
And you're prepared for it.
Yeah, and like I know it's coming, and I know I'm like, all right, $7.50. It's gonna be seven hiccups, and then next time I do 50 cents, it's gonna be another hiccup.
What if it's the power of however many hiccups combined into one?
I feel like your lungs couldn't handle. I feel like your body couldn't handle that. Your diaphragm would leap out of your throat.
You spend $100. You have the most monstrous hiccup known to man.
You spend you donate $1 million to charity, and you explode on the spot.
See, no, that would definitely explode the entire planet. You would definitely end the human race.
It's like a big ceremony, like ribbon cutting and everything. You're giving over like a big check to a charity, and you're like finishing the writing on it, and they're like you're about to hand it over, and like everyone's taking pictures, and there's a big crowd as you hand over the check. It's just like, we want to thank you, and oh my god!
No. It's we want to thank you, and then nothing. The entire Earth explodes. Everybody dies instantly.
Oh man, I wonder how many tons of TNT that kind of blast would be from a 1 million power hiccup.
What a superpower that would be. A hiccup. You can hiccup on command, strong enough to cause earthquakes.
But there's no way you would live. You can do it once.
You have a person. You have a person. You are a person with minions that can cause these expendable minions that make these hiccups,
and then each of them start distributing those hiccups to other people, to 10 more people to hiccup, and then you would have all these minions. You don't have to worry about the hiccuping because they've got it all planned out, and they have 10 more people to be worrying about the hiccups. I think this hiccup pyramid scheme would work.
You're a genius.
I know.
And the coolest thing is like the way you can use them is like you could throw them. They're like hiccup grenades. Think about that. And you have basically an infinite supply.
you had the opportunity.
I'm literally thinking of like Gru's minions.
No, I understand, but you had the opportunity to make it. We're magicking this. We could have made it anything. You could have put it into like an inanimate object. But you decided to make it a sentient being.
Well, inanimate objects can't hiccup, dude.
Yeah, it could be like a robot. It could be
robots can't hiccup. They don't have muscles the way that living beings
make
do.
Like some magic shit to make a robot hiccup.
No, that's too workaroundy. That's too workaroundy.
All right, but if I get a scientist and he makes 2 more robots that can
you're too stuck on the fucking Ponzi scheme. Get off of it.
I just watched The Other Guys again, and the end credits it describes how a Ponzi scheme works, and that's hilarious. Great movie. Again, another shout out to The Other Guys.
Oh my god, wouldn't that be fucking hilarious? You just like pull like minions at it like from behind you, just toss them, and they explode, and you're like, how the fuck did you engineer that?
This reverberating hiccup.
You see, I got $1 million.
All right, so there's this dumb podcast, right? But in actuality, I think I'd hit it, and I would not. I would
hit it and then quit it.
I'd smash it and then I'd pass.
Yeah, okay.
You'd
ejaculate and then evacuate.
You jumped the gun. You gotta like lean into it. You gotta lean into it.
You don't understand me at all.
I think I'd hit the button and I would spend the money sparingly. I would probably spend it like a good amount sometimes, but I would still spend it. I would go for it.
I think eventually I'd get impatient and just buy something big and just fucking Allie does it.
She doesn't do it all at once though.
Okay, well that's a different.
Okay, wait. That's actually a different would you rather. If you our friend Allie, she's got hiccuping. I wouldn't call it an issue, or is it? She hiccups a lot.
It's just she has like a chronic hiccuping. Like it's something that she just lives with.
It's not like detrimental or anything, but
it's just like life.
Yeah. What if you were Allie and you summon a genie, magic bottle, you get one wish, and it has to be hiccup related. All right, the setup is getting a little bit strange. Different setup. Trash. You're still Allie though. Button, red button. You have the option. Don't hit the button, nothing happens, you do your hiccups as whatever. You do hit the button. Any hiccup you would have during the day, which wouldn't be a lot, could be anywhere from like 5 to like 10, 15.
It's definitely more than that, I think.
She's counted it before. I remember that like the numbers aren't crazy, but they can be.
Okay. Anyway, yeah.
If you hit the button, any hiccup you would have during the day, you can instead do at the beginning of the day all at once. Or at a random time during the day, all at once. But for the rest of the day, you wouldn't have to worry about it.
Do you get to choose what time during the day? Nope. But I get to survive this.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And it wouldn't even be that many hiccups. Max Because Allie's had some bad days, but it's not. It wouldn't be crazy.
Would it be painful to expel all these hiccups? Like, is it like...
That's what we just talked about. We said there'd be explosions.
Okay, but like, in this different hypothetical...
In this different hypothetical, I don't think so. I think it'd be a really loud hiccup. Maybe like you get like your voice caught in your throat for a minute, or like you really got like a coughing fit or something like that. But after that, you're fine.
I would do that.
Yeah?
Yeah. 100%. Because, like, think about it. The one hiccup is already pretty distracting in itself. The way we perceive it.
But how...
So to just multiply that and then to get it done and over with?
But are you convinced that one big hiccup wouldn't be at a bad time?
I don't give a fuck.
I can just imagine you don't care, but then like a week later you're just up there just Uncle Andrew was a really good guy. He
even that's like
he would always tell me all the I'm sorry. He that's my bad, Father. That's forgive me.
Apologies. Anyway, in the middle of the test.
No. We can't go from rock climbing during the middle of a test, shitting on the floor, getting arrested, getting drawn out, and be like, whoa, what if you hiccuped really loud during class? Allie already does that.
That's true. Anyway,
again, we love you, Allie. Kind of a dox, but not really.
Yeah. I think we're good to end there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wait. I just want to know, would you hit the button?
Yeah, I said I would.
Oh, okay.
I would smash that thing so hard.
Smash that button. Smash that like button.
Smash that like button. Subscribe. Link to the merch in the...
We've
already done this.
What would our merch look like?
USPS merch.
Oh, God. Plugs. Plugs. On
that shitstorm. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, at whoaskedcast. YouTube channel, who asked, ? Website, whoaskedpodcast.podbean.com. I think that's all the plugs.
Email, whoaskedcast@gmail.com. Any submissions, anything. We're lonely.
Please send us stuff. And with all that being said, perfect. See you next time, hopefully.
Hopefully. Wait. Don't hit stop. No.